What it do, Eagles Nation? It's your man Desert Eagle, and I'm back at you with another video. And take a look at this bullshit, alright? Take a look at this shit. We were stuck in traffic. Oh, I see now. Alright, okay, I see now. So apparently there was a crazy accident, and they decided to go from 3 lanes, turn it into 1 lane. Alright, now I see what's up now. I mean, normally when there's like an accident or something, like on an emergency lane, people want to stop and just be all newsy and shit. And I really hate that. But alright, I see what's up now. It must have been one hell of an accident. Hold on, let's check this out, see what's up. Oh damn. Look at this. It's got 2 lanes. Holy fuck. Alright. Holy shit, look at that. That must have I probably missed it on the I probably missed it on the on the camera. But god damn, that car was fucking split in half. It looked like a Buick Century. But anyway, all right. So way to start off the video. Now I'm finally on clear traffic, as you can see. Finally, I'm actually surprised I can actually switch cameras. But anyway, all right. The reason I'm making this video, okay? Eagles and Cowboys. Let's get right down to it. All right. And you know what? Before even that, normally I make my hate week. And I love to talk mad shit, clown on these fucking Cowboy fans and all of that. And they get all in their feelings, get all personal and everything. And mainly it's just to get out the 80%, because I know one thing for a fact: they're going to be dancing in the comments. They're going to be talking about the past and fucking, and get all extremely personal and everything. It just, them getting all in their feelings. It just makes me feel, 10 times better. No matter how bad my team sucks, and they just make me want. They make me do more of those. Y'all still them boys and everything, because I just know they're going to dance in the comments. Those damn 80%ers, those fucking bandwagon fucks, those sewage rats, those TV fans. Those that don't know shit about their team, can't even name 5 starters, not even the offensive line, none of that. People that's never even witnessed their Super Bowl, none of that shit. You know, those damn 80%ers. If you get all offended, 9 times out of 10, I guess it applies to you. You hear me? you know. But anyway, I just wanna point that out there. I know they're gonna be dancing in the comments. They're gonna be talking about, oh well, we beat y'all 37-10 last time, so because of that, the Eagles are not gonna win this game because we blew you out the last time. Now look, I don't give a damn about what happened last time. That was what, week, I don't know, 8 or week 9ish. All right. The team came in completely unprepared. Locker room was a fucking mess. All that was already said and done. That I don't give a damn about it. All right. What happened there? What happened in the past? Remember 37-9 when y'all tried to say, oh, Carson Wentz can't ever beat Dak Prescott. Remember that? Obviously y'all don't. So I'm just going to pretend 37-10 don't even exist. Play with your own game and shit. No, but realistically, we can't be. We gotta let go of that shit, Eagles fans. Realistically speaking. Anyway, what? Whatever. Enough of this fucking trolling the 80%. Let's get right down to it. All right, we're already about almost 4 minutes in. Eagles and Cowboys, and I know the 80%ers aren't going to get this far, but shout out to those that did. As much as I hate to say this, but Eagles fans, this is going to be a really, really tough game for us. It's going to be a really, really tough game for us. And it hurts me saying this. It really hurts me saying this. But the Cowboys got our number. No ifs, ands, or buts. I believe they've beaten us like 4 straight by far. And as much as it makes me sleep better at night by saying we are their Super Bowl, they always feel like they're Super Bowl contenders every time they've beaten us. Even though it is a fact. That is a fact, though. It really is a fact. You know, It's a known fact. You know, you would think confetti was falling all over Dallas. It was all over AT&T Stadium and everything every time they beat us. You hear me? You would think it was a major parade and everything. That's just how it is. They feel like they're automatically divisional champs every time they beat us. You know, but reality sets in once they still have yet to go to an NFC championship. That's a fact. But, you know, Eagles fans, it's our own fault for not being prepared every time we go against these guys because they always come out the better team. We always got to take them to overtime, and they always seem to finish us in the end. That needs to stop this Sunday. I know the odds are strongly against us. Simon's already said it. You know, Simon's already said in this video, so don't sit here and talk about how it's excuses and all of that. He already said we may not have Lane Johnson playing. We don't have Alshon Jeffrey playing or Deshaun Jackson. You know, the injury bugs really get the best of us, the injury gods or whatever. He already pointed out there, so I don't want to hear no, oh, here y'all are bringing excuses already. Here y'all are bringing up injuries. I don't want to hear none of that shit, okay? Your best fan, your most respected fan in the Cowboys fan base have already pointed out there. So I don't need none of you fucking annoying ass 80%ers fucking acknowledgement. I don't need none of that bullshit talking about how all y'all do is bring up. I don't want to hear none of that shit, okay? Your best fan have already pointed out there. One you can actually talk football with. That doesn't even acknowledge y'all have already pointed out there. So I ain't got to explain shit to y'all. He already said it right there. All right? The injury bug really gets the best of us. We're not going to have Jordan Howard. We're not going to have Alshon Jeffrey. We ain't going to have Deshaun Jackson. We ain't going to have Lane Johnson, if I ain't say him already. We're not going to have Malik Jackson, who's already out since the beginning of the season. You know, the injury bug is just unfucking real. Hence is why we always got to play down the competition when it came to the fucking Giants and the Redskins. I mean, it's a division rival game in the end. You know, records really don't matter. When it comes to the NFC East, the record really doesn't matter. But also, we can also say this is the same team that makes Cowboy fans nervous. That's made Cowboy fans nervous. You know, not going to say so much as the Eagles themselves, more like because the Cowboys can't really seem to finish the job. You know, standing up to competitive teams. I mean, if any reason, the Cowboys should have more wins, more than 7 wins. The Eagles, we can also say the same thing about them, but we don't really have reliable starters. We got youngsters on this team doing shit that, ironically, not even Alshon Jeffrey couldn't do, and that's catch a game-winning touchdown, keep their heart in the game. But you know what, man? Miles Sanders, he's doing his part. Boston Scott, he's doing his part. Even though they're not really dominant starters like Jordan Howard, but they're playing their part very well, actually. They're stepping up to the plate when we really need them. You know? And Greg Ward, he caught a game-winning touchdown. A guy that we've had on the team in the past, yeah, we kept cutting, we kept moving on from. You know, we went to the AAF and came right back and everything. You know, I got to give it to him. Got to give it to him. You know, you got J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Hasn't really proven himself all like that, but he's doing something, okay? He's trying. I would say that. He's trying. And then you got Boston Scott. I think, yeah, it was last year we claimed him from the New Orleans Saints practice squad. He's stepping his game up. I got to give it to him. He might be that legit three-headed monster when Jordan Howard comes back. I know I said J.J. is trash. I don't really mean that. I'm going to say more likely he's washed. You know, his injury he's just not the same. He's not the same anymore. So I wouldn't really consider J.J. as, you know, the part of the three-headed monster. If anything, I feel like he's technically a waste of a spot. As much I hate to say this, but that's pretty much it. But it's, yeah, I know Lane Johnson is out, but Big B, you know what? Big B has been one of those guys where he always had rough starts, but he gets better and better, you know, as each game goes by. Later in the season, when we really, really need everyone to show up, Big B really stepped up to the plate. So I'm going to give that to him. And as far as Jason Peters goes, I'm always going to have love for Jason Peters, one of the best tackles in the league, left tackles to be exact. But the guy's got to retire, and we got to give Andre Dillard his shot. All right, I feel like he's in much deserved of the starting position. And being though he did hold down Khalil Mack, I think that's who it was. One of the best. I think I'm not sure if he's either a defensive end or he's a linebacker at this point. I really don't fucking know at this point. But I hear that he's good at both spots. But I'm going to give it to Khalil Mack. He's one of the best defensive players. All right, even though he didn't really play up to the money that he was getting paid when he went against us. I think it's yet another game with no sacks. All right, but I'm gonna give it to him though. I mean, being though that our rookie stood up to him, the guy that another person, that wasn't supposed to be living up to the hype, based off of the college division he was playing in. I mean, I just want to point that out there. I just thought that was funny. But anyway, I'm going to say this: the Dallas Cowboys don't necessarily concern me because of their talent. They are also 7-7 for a reason. They're just not very consistent, and their defense. I hear that they're also depleting. I'll point that out there. But it doesn't matter how bad the Dallas Cowboys are, or any team. It really doesn't matter. The Philadelphia Eagles themselves is what concerns me because they're not very consistent. That's one. Two, they always got to come down to nail biting moments, and I'm not going to sit here and use the the home field advantage as one of the reasons why we can win this because the Cowboys have beaten us in our own stadium several times. They have beaten us in our own stadium. I don't know if I can remember the last time when we beaten the Dallas Cowboys. I really can't remember. But it's like at times the Cowboys own the Eagles just as they own us. The Cowboys own the Eagles in our stadium just as we can own them in their stadium. Except recently it says otherwise. This year and last year says otherwise. I know in 2017 we did beat the fucking brakes off of them in their own stadium, and I just want to point that out there, because they keep talking about 37-10. They didn't want to pretend that 37-9 didn't exist. So I just wanted to point that out there. But this Philadelphia Eagles does concern me because one, because of the injuries, and secondly, our defense are fucking atrocious. Okay, our defense are atrocious. They got to be one of the most inconsistent defense, and I'm gonna say definitely one of the worst defenses in the league. Okay, I just wanted to point that out there. The Dallas Cowboys, I feel like I got enough confidence in our offense that we can stand up. We can stand up to their offense, but I mean not their offense. We can stand up. Imagine that. We can stand up to their defense. I got confidence in our offense that we could possibly stand up to their defense, especially if we run the ball and use Zach Ertz. Cowboys, they're trying to reach talking about some, all they're going to do is use screens and use Zach Ertz. You know what? I don't even give a fuck. I don't care if they pass Zach Ertz the entire game. If it wins us games, if it gives us touchdowns and gives us first downs, that's all that matters in the end. I want this division. All right? At first, I was against the idea that Carson Wentz always passed to Zach Ertz and all that. I was against that, but now I don't even fucking care at this point because he seemed to be the only person that can actually catch, and that's all that matters in the end. That's what I want. But anyway, if it's like I'm not concerned about our offense, it's more like the defense I'd be concerned about. It's more like our defense. All right. And yeah, I'm in the background going to McDonald's because I'm actually going to get something for someone, more like my partner. You know. But you know what? It's a real tough game for us. I feel like our offense can stand up to their defense, but it's our defense standing up to their offense is what concerns me. Is what really going to concern me. You're gonna have, the Dallas Cowboys. If anything, I feel like their offense is actually loaded with talent. We're gonna talk about Dak Prescott because I heard he hasn't really been practicing. He's had a shoulder issue or whatnot. But they got Amari Cooper. Who's been shredding our secondary. They got Ezekiel Elliott. They got Michael Gallup. They got who else? Randall Cobb. Um, the backup of Zeke. They got Tony Pollard or Pollard or however you pronounce his name. The list goes on. The list goes on. You would think they would have more than 7 wins, but there's a reason they don't have 7 wins. All right, coaching is a big, big problem of this team. But I'm of course they're gonna think that it's all been resolved after they blew out the Rams. They beat the brakes off of the Rams. If you ask me, the Rams are. I'm sorry, Rams fans, but I gotta point it out there. The Rams are an overrated team. All right, the Rams are an overrated team. They're not good. Sean McVay is not the answer. He's overrated as hell if you ask me. And the reason I say he's overrated is because all he do is all the media does is they suck him off and act like he's the greatest, thing that's ever come to the NFL when he has yet to win a Super Bowl, and they treat him like he's better than Doug Peterson. They treat him like he's better than Bill Belichick or Sean Payton or Pete Carroll, and the list goes on. And he's been getting exposed left and right, and they still have yet to eat their words. So if you ask me, in my opinion, that's considered overrated as hell. Okay, but it's like this is the same team I had to rely on though to beat the Ram, to beat the Cowboys, but they couldn't get the job done. And you know what, Eagles fans, that goes to show you that we control our own destiny. You know, we can't be relying on other teams. It was always going to come down to this. And by doing that, we have to be the ones to get the job done. We have to beat the Dallas Cowboys, and they're the main ones that's getting in our way. So that being said, Eagles fans, this matchup is really, really tough. It's going to be really tough. And like it or not, it seems like the Dallas Cowboys are better on paper. And as far as how can we beat the Dallas Cowboys, which in my opinion is going to be considered the keys to victory, is going to be our defense. If our defense play like shit like they've been doing for the past couple of weeks or how they doing for majority of the season, then we're going to be in a whole lot of trouble. Amari Cooper is going to fucking shred our asses. And if this defense, especially the secondary, don't step their game up, then likely we could lose this game. Likely we could lose this game. And that would be the reason why the Dallas Cowboys are favored to win this game. Though it's like it's going to come down to us. If our defense can show up and the offense can play their part as well, well, I'm gonna say, if they can do that, then we can pull an upset. But as far as Dak Prescott goes, and him being on possibly being injured or whatever, all I'm going to say is I'm going to treat it as Bill Belichick pulling the Tom Brady, pulling the Bill Belichick move, trying to, shock us or whatnot, try to surprise us. So I'm going to say this: I'm not going to look ahead at all that. I'm still going to look at it as Dak Prescott is playing. So, all right, thank you. But I'm going to look at it this way. They are still the Dallas Cowboys. They beat us 4 straight. So let's fucking pull that upset. Let's fucking beat their asses, all right? But it's going to come down to our defense. It's going to come down to Doug Peterson and his sometimes questionable play calling, and that's that. Anyway, I just want to point that out there. Give me 1 second, please. I'll be quick. But I just want to point that out there. Let's go Birds. Let's beat the Dallas Cowboys. Our defense got to show up. That's all I got to say. Shemaine, does you check on out of here? It is Fly, Eagles Fly. Let's beat Dallas. If we do that, we got to beat the Giants, and we'll take this division. But we control our own destiny in the end. That's all I got to say. I'm out.